right, welcome everybody. Here we go. We're telling the players that they are good to go. We're about to get started here with round three. All right, what do you think of this hand that you see on AsheAcer's side, Stormblood?
Well, for it definitely no, because it only has 1 power here. This I'm not a fan of this hand, mainly because it doesn't have any 2 drops, it doesn't have any way to pick up, auxiliary, influence, but the Valkyrie Enforcer is very nice against an opposing Cha-Cha or, um, Jack here.
Hmm.
Aijin, not exactly what you're looking for here, even though you have the double fire that you need to play the Aijin, you n you're very, very far off from hitting the,
Yeah.
6 Justice influence at this point. I don't think you can afford to take such a backseat against a deck like Stone Scar.
And don't blink because
Um,
Stonescar gets on the ground early. You can see they've got the 3-4 and the 2-3 already out. They've also got Seer, Torch, Ixton Merchant, Argentport Instigator, and Vicious Highwayman in hand. But they are stuck at 2 power. Well, there's the third off the top, so that should be all they need up until Highwayman. And I want to take a second. Thank you so much, Icky. Is that Icy Collegist Icy Collegistal or Icy Collegist One? Thank you so much for the sub. We really appreciate all the support. Thank you everyone for subscribing to the channel and helping support us run these tournaments. Much appreciated. Heads up to you, my friend. Thank you. All right,
Thank you
Cal with
very
a
much
pretty
for
quick start
subscribing.
here. This is a lot of damage
Yeah.
coming through already, and they've got more to follow it up.
Oddly enough, I'm actually not a fan of AsheAcer silencing the 3/4
Mhm.
Black Hole War Leader in this position, and here's why. Because I think considering how fast of a start Stone Scar has got off to, I think one of your best bets to turn around this game is to actually go Winchester Merchant into Pristine Light and making sure that they have a certain density of 4 power, 4 strength units for you to pluck off is super important for making that Pristine Light tick.
Mhm.
So, okay, puts Ash down to 4
We
here,
saw
but
this in round
unfortunately
one.
Ooh, it's torched. Yep.
2 torches and actually had a sear and a flame blast to follow that up. So Cal Shadow Step, very experienced with this deck, definitely understanding what it takes, how low you need to get before turning the corner and starting to throw fire at the face, but had plenty of burn there in hand. Really, with that Stone Scar deck, if you have the burn, you just need to get them down to what, like 9-10 health, and then you can just fire it off from there. So as we saw in round one, Cal Shadowstep getting on the board early, forcing your opponent into some bad trades, and then just fire off the last 6+ damage for the win. So congrats, Cal Shadowstep, taking game one there.
Very quick, as we've really come to expect from the Stone Scar aggro list.
All right, and they're jumping right back into game two. AsheAcer with a quick mulligan, of course, there. That was a not playable hand. This one, all justice, but thankfully all justice cards, too. Seems like a keep.
It's I think it because you're on the draw here, it's a much more defensible keep. If it was on a play, I think I'd probably mulligan this because if you don't draw your third power in order to activate those Icarias, you're in a
Mhm.
very, very bad spot.
Yeah, if those just stick around as 2-cost 1/1s, greatest.
Yeah, and I think because of the condemns and sears that Kyle has in hand, I'd probably wait on the Icarias. I think, yeah, I'd probably just play depleted power, and then Icaria hold up Silverblade Intrusion in this position. Not fantastic, considering that you know that your opponent is going to be off to a fairly aggressive start. But I think that's probably what you have to end up doing. Iron Thorn here is nice, probably plundering away one of the Winchester merchants for just a sigil at some point.
All right, Cal Shadowstep looking at a hand of Blackhall War Leader, followed up with a Milos and a Vicious Highwayman and a Torch, and 2 more power in hand. And you got Ironthorn Lawman off the top here for AsheAcer. I see
Interesting.
our new sub's name is pronounced Psychologist. So thank you, Psychologist, for the sub and for clarifying how to pronounce your name. All right, here comes that Milos. Gonna deal some damage. Gonna throw a firebomb in there. Depleted power here for Ash. Unfortunate.
But they probably just oh yeah, unfortunately no just three justice influence for that Iron Thorn.
Uh,
Really.
But with the
of
power they
awkward.
can, unfortunately, they can't play this first and then get the surge, but they can play the symbol and then play it, or just play another Icaria. Yeah, they're just gonna play the Lawman here post power, which is not always what you want to do, but you do what you can. You're gonna turn that Aijin into a
Absolutely,
fire sigil.
absolutely makes sense here. And unfortunately, Kal is on condemn, a condemn market, which is very, very awkward for all the X ones on AsheAcer's side of the battlefield here. So setting up for that pristine light, hopefully at some point.
All right, War
Oh,
Leader up
just
to a
this.
4/5. AsheAcer with an empty board. Here comes a Merchant. Cal is down to just the Vicious Highwayman in hand. Vanquisher's Blade
Ooh,
here. One power off of for the Vanquish.
yep.
Oh, Champion of Chaos there. That is nice. That's a 7/7 Champion of Chaos there off the top for Cal. That's a huge draw.
Unfortunately, even with an intrusion here, uh, you just jump here. No, okay. Ash decided to go for the intrusion.
Gonna go for the intrusion. Gonna basically
Just
just blank 4 damage there. Gain 4 health essentially for that one. Get their 5th Justice Sigil. And here you go. Now you can Vanquisher's Blade this. Take out the Highwayman.
going for the
Ooh,
pristine light
Pristine
instead and
Light. I
saving.
like it. I like that play. Heads up play there by Ash, getting that Pristine Light instead. That's a much better play.
And yep,
And then
and
now you
saves
actually
the
have the
Vanquish.
Vanquisher's Blade for the 7/7. I like it.
Does Kal have an annihilate? Probably. Ooh, defile instead.
File.
Still
Okay.
gets the Vanquish
You
off.
still get the Vanquish now. Cal's empty-handed, so AsheAcer timing things well. Ooh, here's a Milos off the top though. That's gonna put Ash down to 5 plus another Firebomb. And being at 5 when you have multiple Firebombs in your deck, gotta be a little nervous here. All right, Ash gonna get a nice time for a 4/3 Icaria. Oh, Bandit Queen. Oh
Ooh,
no. Now with the
that
quick draw, because of the
trolley.
quick draw, actually has to chump now, even though the unit was there.
Yep, and nothing really get nothing in the deck gets them
Yeah.
out of
Nothing
two
really gets
units.
them out of that
That
one. Okay, unfortunately for Ash, that's a quick 2-0 for